use traditional tools called chanting to draw with the wax. But the function of the wax is not color. This is to keep the color. So I will explain to you step by step how we make the batik. So first step of making batik is creating the design. So we draw pencil design in the fabric, and then we add the wax on it until become something like this. This is wax, yeah. And because the function of the wax is not color but to keep the color, that's why the brown color you see here in the end of the process that will be white, because it's keep original color of the fabric, and the part that's still white will change to other color. It's like negative process. After this, we will start the coloring. The coloring process is using textile color in the liquid form, and it can only be done from the light color to the dark. We cannot go opposite. For example, like this one, we use yellow for the first color. So we apply yellow all over the painting, and then to keep the yellow as the background, we have to cover the background with the wax again until it becomes something like this. So the yellow background will not change again. Yeah. And then after that, we can give another color inside. We can put many colors together, but because the color is liquid, sometimes it will mix. So if we want separate color completely, we have to do it layer by layer of color and wax. For example, we want the skirt to be orange and the shirt to be red. So we have to start with a lighter color, orange. We give orange all over the painting and cover the skirt with the wax. Then go darker. We give red and cover the shirt with the wax. Yeah, it's okay, don't worry. Until the last color black. After black, no color can be inserted. So we boil into hot water to remove the wax. So the final product will become something like this.
Vedi, il bianco, quel nero lì diventa bianco, questo contorno, e poi diventa bianco, capito?
This is what we call batik paintings. So batik already exists since 12th century, but batik painting like this just started in 1970, 50 years ago. So we can say this is modern art with the traditional technique. Before that, batik is something like this. This is traditional batik clothes. It only consists of pattern, and in the past the color just like this because it comes from nature. But right now you can find many colorful batik. And for the pattern itself, there are hundreds of them. This is some sample of traditional batik pattern. Sample of traditional batik pattern. For traditional batik pattern like this, there are meaning behind the pattern. For example, like this one.
Dei batik, questo motivo sono tipici. Il pattern vuol dire disegni, no? Motivi dei batik indonesiani. Vedi, ognuno ha il suo nome, di Bangla.
For traditional like this, there is meaning behind the pattern. For example, like this one, this is called kawung. Kawung is mean holy or sacred. So in the Sultan Palace, this is only for the Sultan.
Only for the Sultan.
In the Sultan Palace. Outside you can wear anything. Or something like this. This is called parang. The first sample I show you is also parang. Parang is mean knife. So it's symbol of power. So the bigger the pattern, like this one, the higher the status of the person, like military rank. There is many more.
Okay.
For wedding and other ceremony also. And for the making process itself, there is 3 ways. First is handwriting batik using chanting like what we did here. Usually the longest to make and the most expensive. For example, like this kind of painting with this kind of detail layer of color and size usually takes around 3 to 5 days to finish. But something like this is takes more than 1 month to finish. And then the second, The second is using copper stamp like this. Yeah. We put the copper stamp in the wax and stamp to the fabric.
Stamp.
Yeah, faster to make, so price cheaper. But because we still use the wax, using stamp is also original batik. And then the third one. The third one is not original batik. This is all printed with the machine, without the wax. If you see many people wearing batik in the street, mostly they are wearing this one
Industrialmente non sono originali.
because it's the cheapest. Yeah.
Questo è fatto con le macchine, si vede.
Yeah. But how we see the difference? First, you can see the color. This is front. The back look like this. Compared to original batik, front and the back is almost same.
Original.
Second, if you see for details, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
This is too perfect because this is machine.
Quella è la macchina che lo fa, quindi è perfetto. Questo qua invece la bellezza è che ha le imperfezioni perché è fatta a mano.
But it's okay to buy something like this. Some are so beautiful, at least you. So that's your introduction of batik. Our product here we have the batik coating like this in the front store. And here we have the batik painting. And just for information for the batik painting, if you're interested to buy and sell it without the frame, it can be folded like clothes, easy to carry. So please take a look.